Hey guys, it's Chris here, and I want to talk to you about an email you might have gotten today. So today is July 13th, 2020, and you just got an email about your IPI score. So I want to talk to you guys about your IPI score, what this email means, and how we can do some things to actually affect our IPI score. Because there are a lot of people out there that have some misconceptions about what this is and give some really crap advice. So I want to try to give some less crap advice and help you guys take advantage of this and get your FBA inventory selling the right way and help with your IPI score. So let's start with what IPI is and how we can actually see it in our account. So firstly, go over to Seller Central, log in, all that stuff. IPI stands for Inventory Performance Index, okay? So in order to access that on our computer, we go over to inventory and then inventory planning, okay? Then on the inventory planning page, there is a thing up at the top. It says Inventory Dashboard, and you have this thing, Inventory Performance Index. Remember I said that early. Call back to earlier in the video. It's funny. Okay, so mine, not to brag, 514. Now, if we click on that, we're going to get more information that will kind of tell us why our score is good or bad. So I'm going to go into that a little bit more. But as of right now, and again, I'm making this mid-July 2020, our IPI is important to be above 500. So being above 500 will give us unlimited storage. Being below 500 is going to limit our storage. Now, this is very important coming into Q4. We should be planning for that now. So, starting tomorrow on the 14th of July, they're going to do free removals with Amazon. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the video, what we should do with that, but that's going to be really helpful. And again, I try to make these videos future-proof so that they can be referenced later and helpful later. So even though I'm talking about what's going on right now, don't think that this only applies to now. This is good information always to have. So, looking at, after we click on our IPI score, we're going to see more information. So once you do that, okay, so we see here we have 4 metrics that they track, okay? We have excess inventory, sell-through, stranded inventory, and in-stock inventory. So looking at mine, I'll share a screenshot in the video of what mine looks like so you guys have an idea what it might look like to different people, okay? Now, also, in June, I paid $207 in storage fees. That's not good. I need to work on my IPI. I really do. So don't be me, guys. So the first one, the one at the top, is excess inventory. Okay, so excess inventory is pretty self-explanatory. Let's say I have a product that sells 30 a month, and I sent in 300 of them. So it would roughly be a 10-month supply. Well, that 270 units is considered excess inventory. And that kind of depends. Sometimes Amazon, once you have 90 days, 30 days, it can kind of be variable what they're looking for. But they will tell you excess inventory. So you can actually go more in depth in that, looking into your inventory planning page. And the way that you would do that, after you click on index or the IPI, you can then click on your excess inventory tab. Okay, it's up at the top, and it will show you your items that you have too many of. Okay, it'll also show you what fees you're paying and that kind of stuff. So I'm just looking at my excess inventory page right now, and my top item that I'm having a problem with, I have 33 units excess inventory, and it is excess inventory because I am priced at $16.69. Nice. And I should be priced at $16.22 to match the buy box. So this is something that I would probably drop the price a couple cents and it would get moved. And it's telling me my available unit, I have over 365 days of supply. Now, you do want to also use some basic common sense with excess inventory, because I also have a product I'm looking at right here that is going to start selling very shortly because it's more of a fall product. And I sent this in a few months ago, and it's already showing in my excess inventory. They're apparently very desperate for me to get rid of this. I'm not going to do that because I know that in about 2 months this is going to be sold, and I sent it in when I had some spare time to do some prep. So you do have to use some common sense with this, but that excess inventory page is going to be very helpful to show you how to resolve this. This, in my experience and my opinion, is the thing that affects your IPI the most. When you really think of what Amazon is, they're an online e-commerce platform. They're not a warehouse. They don't want to be a warehouse. So they don't want Chris Anderson to be storing 24 excess items. Actually, it's 33 items excess at their warehouse. So that's where you should start. Now, if Amazon's doing a free removal, then it's real easy to either start adjusting your prices, do some PPC on this maybe, and then see, what you can do. And if it doesn't work and you're not able to get the product selling, then you can do free removals. Okay, so it's a very good way to go. And of course, free removals are free, so that's awesome. So with this excess inventory, my first product I'm dealing with, I'm overpriced on. My second product is seasonal. My third product I'm overpriced on. Overpriced. Some of this stuff has been stuff that the buy box has dropped on, and some of it I also am seeing is seasonal, and I'm not yet in the season. So you got to use some common sense and see what the problem is. Okay, so the next metric for IPI is our sell-through rate. And if we look on the page, the inventory performance page, we'll actually see an option there to improve our sell-through. So click on that. My sell-through right now is 5%, or 5. Okay, it's not percent, it's 5. And then once we go to there, we will see, what our issues is. So some of this stuff, it's, onesies and twosies, bras I have, stuff where, I'm overpriced, all sorts of stuff. But you'll be able to see what's going on there. And basically your sell-through rate is how much of your inventory you sell in a given time. So it's very important to keep that metric good. And not only does this really help with your IPI score, which is what this video is about, but the faster you sell your inventory, the more money you make, and the faster you make it. So these are really important items and metrics to take a look at, because these can make or break your business. If you're holding inventory too long, you're not making money on it, and that, of course, can hurt your business. Not only can it hurt your business, it does hurt your business. So it's very important that you're going through and making sure and seeing what's going on. So like, for instance, I'm looking here. This is, my first item is a bra. 3 bras are my first items, which I've had for a little while. My inventory age on it is 90 to 180. So these are all more than 90 days old, less than 180 days old. I'll show a screenshot of what this looks like here. And then I have some items here that I've just overpriced a little bit. And a lot of these are actually items that I sent in just a week or two ago. It's kind of funny to me that these are appearing already in my IPI score. And I sent them in, but I haven't repriced them yet. Tonight I'm going to sit down, set my repricer, and do all the PPC I need to do. So these will probably get sold in the next couple days. This one item, rank 14K in grocery, and I have 15 of them. So I'll get them sold out in just a couple days. So I'm not too worried about this. But this is something you should really be taking a look at, because this is going to show you your inventory age. Now, if we click on, again, I showed the screenshot here. Our inventory age, we can actually sort this, and if you click on it, you can sort it by the days. Okay? So I don't want to do like a video where it's just a screenshot. I like these videos better, but you guys will be able to see what I'm doing here. So for instance, I do have some stuff here that's over a year old. Oh boy, I feel like I should get spanked or something for this. I'll call Nicole or whatever. But yeah, this one item, it's weird. I'm the lowest price on it. It's ranked 45K in toys. I don't know why it's not selling. But I'm going to go through and just take a gander at the PPC. I got lazy. I should have checked this. It's embarrassing that I have stuff that's been over a year at Amazon. So double check that, because inventory that's being held that long, this is 35 units. I paid about $3 for them, so it's about $100 in inventory. But $100 is $100, and it's just sitting at Amazon, not making me any money, and I'm paying long-term storage on it. So go through, fix that, and sort that stuff to see your oldest listings. It's very important to do. Okay, so the next metric is our stranded inventory, which for me is 0. I don't have any stranded inventory, And not to brag about it, but I fixed it yesterday. Okay, I had a few items stranded. So, stranded inventory, I should make a whole video just about stranded inventory. Probably gonna have to bug somebody to use their account because I'm pretty good about actually keeping up with my stranded inventory. It's one of those things I do once a week. I usually do it over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and you go through and fix it. And a lot of times your stranded inventory is going to be a repricing issue where your price got too high and it's a pricing error you're getting, or maybe you need to just fix a listing. There's been a lot of stuff lately where I've just had to go in and fix the listing by looking at every page in the listing. So I go through the edit, I just look at all the pages, and then it's fixed. I don't know why that happens, but that's been happening to me quite a bit. So you do want your sell-through rate, or your stranded inventory percentage, by the way, to just be 0. That's the ideal percentage, and that's what mine's at right now. So not to brag or nothing. So the next metric we're going to look at is this. So I saved kind of the most confusing metric for last, and that is your in-stock inventory percentage. So this is the one where people lose their mind about because they don't understand. And let me just end a rumor right now. Deleting your old listings does not improve your IPI score. It doesn't. In fact, another thing that people say all the time, and it's completely factually incorrect, is that you should delete your old listings so you don't get IP claims. Let me tell you right now, bogus. Doesn't work, guys. And let me tell you, I actually got my account suspended last year. I think it was October. Okay, I have had my account suspended one time over a weekend, and let me tell you about it, and then we're going to get back to IPI score. But let me just tell you the story of that time I got suspended for a weekend. So 4 years ago or so, I sold a toy from Ollie's. Okay, don't even remember what the toy was. Sold it. Okay, and it was just a dumb board game. It doesn't even matter what it was. So I did delete my listings. I used to delete all my listings, and this listing got deleted. Okay, now fast forward to last year, and some sort of MLM fungus cream, which I did not know that there was multi-level marketing fungal cream, but there is. They took over the listing. So what they did was they took the ASIN, it had been out of stock for forever, they converted it to antifungal cream. Okay, so they changed the images, they changed the description, the bullet points, everything about the listing. It went from I think it was a board game when I sold it, to antifungal cream. That does not make sense. Even changed the category. The only reason they did this is they had a whole bunch of reviews. Now, this is totally black hat. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Hopefully, you'd lose your account for doing it. So if you do it, I hope you lose your account. Unless, of course, you subscribe and like my videos, then I hope you never lose your account. Now, so what then happened was the main ingredient in it, and you know what, I should have written this all down. I'm just kind of ad-libbing this part of the video, so I don't know off the top of my head what it was, but the main ingredient in it is the same thing that's the main ingredient in Lotrimin Ultra, which in America is an over-the-counter antifungal thing that you just spray on your toes when you get, athlete's foot. Okay, not that I've ever gotten athlete's foot, because I'm the least athletic person I know. Mitch Hedberg joke. Now, what happened was it got scheduled in Canada as a prescription drug. Okay, and I think that that's because in Canada prescription drugs are free. I don't exactly know why that happened. I'm not really very well versed in the drug classification schedules of the Canadian market, but it became prescription in Canada, and then Amazon suspended my account for selling a prescription drug. So I had deleted the listing. I didn't have the listing anymore. So when they told me the ASIN, I'm like, well, I never sold that. And I had to go through and look in Inventory Lab, and it was only through Inventory Lab that I was able to actually find the ASIN and then see the receipt and then say, hey, that was not what I sold. Okay. Now, there's of course a lot of debate whether or not I should sell stuff from Amazon or from Ollie's on Amazon. That's whatever. But the overall thing is, I sold a product, I deleted the listing got edited, and then I got suspended because of the edited listing. So deleting your listings is not going to help you. I have had counterfeit claims, I have had Copyright claims, any large seller will tell you exactly what I am telling you. Deleting your listings is futile. It doesn't help. I don't really know why people do it, and I haven't done it in years. So just something to keep in mind. Now, your in-stock rate does not actually affect your IPI score. It doesn't. I looked it up. Amazon says it doesn't. But here's the catch-22 on that. Having a good one will help, because then your sales velocity will go up, which would, in theory, increase your sell-through rate, which then increases your IPI score. So having a bad in-stock rate isn't hurting you, but having a good in-stock rate is going to help you. Now, if you go through the restock recommendations, a lot of people say, oh, dismiss the restock recommendations, it'll help. No, don't do that. Straight from Amazon's mouth, and I'm going to share this in the description of the video. Amazon has said that does not help, and in fact it can be negative to your account, because you're not going to see those potential items that they recommend you send in. So don't worry about your in-stock percentage. However, we can click on restock today, and we'll actually show us stuff that we have sold out of, could be a good thing to sell. And this is actually a really great way. I'm looking at mine right now. Sorry about that, guys. This is a really great way to see stuff that we could restock. And I'm very sad looking at this, because a lot of these are items that I can't restock right now, because some of the grocery stores and grocery suppliers that I buy my inventory from, they are unable to provide these for me. So I'm looking at 6 of them right now. 5 of them I just can't get, and I'm very disappointed. Sales in the last 30 days on one of them, $32,000, and I will not be able to get it again. I'm a little upset. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to go through the IPI score, kind of demystify some things about this, because there's a lot of misinformation out there, and answer some questions. So if you got any more questions about IPI, please ask them in the comments, and I'll try to help you out. Anyway, guys, I hope that this was helpful. I hope this demystified this, because the IPI score is very helpful. And one more thing. It is important to keep your IPI score above whatever the allowed target is. Right now it's 500, and Amazon's doing that because they don't want to be warehouses. So they're going to bump that up, and I think that that's a good thing. I think it's good for their business model and cut costs and stuff like that. So, damn you, Amazon, but at the same time, they're going to, hopefully have shorter check-ins and stuff like that, because people are actually sending them what they want to sell, which is very important for Amazon. So take a look at this, and it shouldn't be confusing. Okay, all the data that you need is right there. I'm going to share a link to an Amazon sellers forum discussion about it. I usually hate the sellers forum. It's pretty terrible, but this is actually posted by an Amazon mod, so it's actually decent information. So it's right in the description. Take a look. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Make a lot of money. May your IPI score be ever in your favor. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.